Good afternoon, everyone. This is YC. Welcome back to YC Cooks and Bakes. Today, I am going to be revisiting a recipe that I used to make for my family all the time because it was economical. As a matter of fact, I even would label it Economical Turkey Kielbasa Ravioli Bake. I can't label it economical anymore. I'm just going to have to call it Turkey Kielbasa Ravioli Bake. I'm going to have to take the economical off of the name, and I'll show you why. I write my recipes down each time something works, or I tweak it a certain way, or put a certain amount, or make it for the size of my family. I change something on it, and then I go shopping. I make up a menu, and I go get those items. Well, all the blue is what I used to pay, and I wrote down every price in blue. I went shopping for these items. This is a couple years later. And all my new prices I have circled. There's circles around them. And I put it next to the old prices. And a lot has changed, of course, as you know. But I used to be able to get 1 pound and 9 ounce, which is essentially 25-ounce bag of ravioli, and it was the ricotta blend. Today I have a ricotta spinach blend, and this one I had gotten probably from Aldi, I would say. So 25 ounces used to be $2.95. I could only get 20 ounces when I went shopping, not 25. And it was no longer $2.95, it was $9.98. And this is what I ended up with. Now, if it's a good one, it's Chef Rana's, you know. And you see, I even tried to get a deal. You see the manager's special here? So I tried to get a deal. This one did not have a deal because it wasn't as close to the date as this one. I tried to get another one of these, but they were all sold out. So I had to pay regular price for this. And I ended up getting 2 bags at only 10 ounces right here. So I only got 20 ounces as opposed to a 25-ounce bag. Okay, so from $2.95 up to $9.98 just on that one item. And then my turkey kielbasa, they want you to use like a 13-ounce. And I did that, and we like the Hillshire Farms. I always buy that. And this is the 13-ounce one. It used to be $3.19. Now it's $5.49. And then the cream cheese, and I always buy a bargain brand or store brand. I don't ever buy the Philadelphia brand. My husband does because he likes making cakes and stuff like that. But when I buy cream cheese, it's just an ingredient to put in something. So this, just one of these 8-ounce packs, used to be 82 cents when I made this. Now I was able to get it for just $1.99, so a couple bucks. So it went up a lot. Okay, and then a cup of sour cream, and the sour cream used to be $1.69. It's $1.99 now. And then Better Than Bouillon, which I used back then, which I can't even afford right now. So I ended up using broth from, the Knorr that I always buy, and a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. I added those in together. I was able to get those ingredients for what I needed of it, 40 cents, because I broke it down back then, and now that same amount cost me 53 cents. And then 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and that is, you can shred up a whole 8-ounce brick to get a couple cups, that's shredded. And that used to be, let's see where we're at. It was $1.85. Now it's $2. And then you want some diagonally cut green onion, and I used to be able to get that for 43 cents, and now it's 79 cents, the same amount. It's just unbelievable. It used to be where I could do this economical meal for $11.33. And I would spread it across 6 portions, like my family, and then plus my husband takes some to work. And it would come out to $1.89 a person, or $1.89 a portion. And now it comes out to $22.77 total, and then divided by the 6 pieces. Did I divide it by 6 pieces? I can't remember. But it's more like $4.55 a person as opposed to $1.89. Big difference. Used to pay $11.33. Now we're paying $22.77. That's an increase of more than double. $11.44 up just in 2 years to do the same meal. It's all here. I kept my receipts. It's in black and white. The inflation, the numbers speak for themselves. So anyway, I needed dinner today, and that is what we were doing. My kids love the ravioli, so that's what we're doing. And you're going to start off with a 9x13 pan sprayed. You want to spray it. And then you want to cook the ravioli, which takes about 4 minutes. And let me see if I can bring you forward a little bit. So you can see what I'm doing. And you just take this and you dump it in the 9x13 like that. Okay, and then the pot that I used to boil it in, I'm going to cut up the turkey kielbasa, and I'm going to slice it, and I'm going to saute it in that same pot, so that I'm not dirtying, several things, dishes. These will come apart when I start putting a sauce across them. They actually came apart while they were boiling. You don't have to take them apart ahead of time. But I just had them sitting in the colander, and that's why they started to stick to each other again. But anyway, we're going to get all this worked out. So far all we have in here is our ricotta and spinach ravioli in a sprayed 9x13. And now I'm going to slice up that turkey kielbasa. Okay, so while I'm slicing this up, I'm going to talk to you a little bit. What we're going to do is we're going to, I had brought this cream cheese to room temperature, and we're going to mix that with a cup of sour cream, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and the 2 cups of cheddar cheese. And we're going to make like a sauce with that and the cup of chicken bouillon or chicken broth. And that's going to be poured over the sauteed turkey and ravioli. And then we're going to throw the diagonally cut onions across that. And then I'm assuming I can, just bake it. I didn't put those directions for some reason. You know me. I just assume like I know it all, so I don't write stuff down, and then I got to go look it up. But I can assure you I'll have everything in the description for you. You know the ingredients now. It's not going to be that hard for you to put together. And because the ravioli, you can buy that already made, I want to tell you something. You remember my husband got me some flowers on Valentine's, and absolutely beautiful. But, they only last so long, and they got a little dried up. So, and he was not happy with the vase, I don't know how you say it. So he went out and got me another vase to put the flowers in. And they were in there for a day or so and that. And then he comes walking in one day with another arrangement of flowers. He's a perfectionist. Unless he has it the way he wants it, he will just keep on until he said he saw them, he thought of me, and he appreciated the beautiful smile on my face when he gave me them. And so he went out and bought some more flowers to put in the new container that he bought. I'm going to show them to you. He spoils me rotten. But part of this is because he's a perfectionist, and he didn't like the container they put them in. And he just had to have I like crystal and stuff and glass, and he knows that. So he bought the crystal glass, which is pretty. You can see that. And then he says, well, now the flowers don't look right. But he didn't say any more than that. We went to the store to get me some, what do you call it? Like not whipped topping. Yeah, whipped cream, and that's the spray, because I made homemade shortcakes for strawberries last night. So when he came back, he had this. Look at how beautiful these are. Hope I'm not getting this on the food, but see? And then look at this one at the back. I don't know if you can see this, but look at this green one. Look at that. Anyway, so he comes walking in, and this time instead of the pink wrap around it, they had like an orange wrap around it that matched these. It was absolutely beautiful. Anyway, that's what happens when you marry a perfectionist. He's like, I want it the way I want it. I said, okay. It reminded me of that author, the Numeroff. If you give a mouse a cookie, chances are he's going to want a glass of milk. And if you give a pig a pancake, chances are he's going to want some syrup to go with it. It just reminded me of those stories for some reason. Anyway, I was spoiled. So I'm almost all done. You can see slicing this meat, and I am going to quickly saute it in this, and we'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and you can see that I sauteed the meat, and some of them have some brown to them on the edges and stuff, and at least I know I brought them up to a certain temperature and everything, and they're on top of the ricotta spinach raviolis. Okay, and now in my bowl, I'm just going to mix together my other ingredients, and we'll go ahead and drop that cream cheese in that I brought to room temperature. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out. I'm hoping. Okay, so I'm going to tell you another story, and this one's funny, and it's an adult story, so, but my channel is for adults only. But anyway, if you're not going to probably figure it out anyway, because you have to read between the lines. Okay, so when my husband went to the store to get my whipped cream, anyway, and then, he saw some flowers, and he got to thinking that he got the new vase and everything, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he got them. He was all happy, and he got the flowers and everything, and he walked up to the register, and so you know how when you're waiting in line, you get antsy a little bit, and you'll just, you look around, and he's, looking around and looking back, and he noticed someone came in behind him with a cart, and they had been in the same area as him. What he didn't know was they were filling their cart with cans of this same whipped cream that he had got for like our strawberry shortcake, like a ton of them. Like, he's pretty sure they took every single last one that was in the store that this couple took. And he turned around, and then he put his head forward, and his eyes got really big, and they started to laugh. And he turned around, he said, you know how some people you can just approach because they're easygoing? He said, I am not even going to ask. He said, I'm not even going to touch that one. And so he's not thinking, oh gosh, I got flowers, and I also have a can of that stuff. Puts it up on the conveyor, and they look, and they said, oh, we see you have some too. And they said, but you have the flowers. And it turns out this couple runs a restaurant, and they needed this to top off their jellos and their desserts and banana splits and what have you. And but here my husband is in line with the flowers and just one can. So yeah, yeah, cute little story. And he's like, "Oh Lord, let me get out of here." I just thought that was so funny. We laughed about that. So you see what I'm saying? You kind of have to read between the lines there. But imagine how funny that looked. Anyway. Okay, so I'm just putting in the rest of my container, but it calls for like a cup, you know, the 8-ounce packaged cream cheese, a cup of the sour cream, and I'm just trying to get the rest of it because I have my backup is in the fridge, and then also, you know, the cup of chicken broth, you're gonna pour that in, okay, and then some black pepper, like a quarter, you know, like a quarter teaspoon. I'm not going to measure it. Okay, and then, of course, the cheese, and all this cheese and sour cream and the meat and everything has salt, so I'm not adding salt because this is going to have enough of it in it, I can promise you that. And of course, the chicken broth, you know that has salt in it. So I'm just going to stir all this together. And what we're going to do is after I get all this mixed up, we're going to pour it across the turkey kielbasa and the ravioli. Okay, folks, we have it all done. I put the sauce on top of the meat and the ravioli. See, it looks like this. I'll go ahead and lift you up so you can see. And after I have it baked up, I'll take a picture of it. See? I hope you can see that. I always say that, but then you're able to see it. So that's what it looks like. And when I figure out what I'm going to cook it at and for how long, I'll make sure I put that in the description with the recipe also. And when it's all done, I'll take a photo of it, and you'll see that at the front of this video. I hope you have a really great day. Bye-bye.